Hello everyone, this is Bryant with sfftsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and it's time for another park update. So, as you all know, they are in the middle of building Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger, which is their brand new B&M dive roller coaster opening later this year. So, things are moving along very quickly. We'll give you kind of an in-depth look at that. And as you also probably know, if you follow along with our channel, it is the park's 30th anniversary celebration this year in 2022. So we showed you a little bit of this the last time we were here, but they have put up even more then and now pictures. So we'll go around, show those to you, and kind of explain the history of the park as those pop up. Now, of course, Fiesta Texas is working on all kinds of other things around the park, and that includes some dining improvements and just some other paint miscellaneous projects. So we'll highlight that stuff quickly here and there. And I just want to say thank you to our friends who live a little further south in Texas, because they help us out quite a bit with these Fiesta Texas updates. This time they got us some great video footage, and they always come in clutch with the construction photo updates and stuff like that. So without any further ado, let's head inside. Alright everyone, our adventure starts here at the front gate, where we have some brand new then and now posters. So last time we were here, a handful were out, but even more are out now. And you can see here the first then and now poster that we have is the original waterfall sign, which shows the original Fiesta Texas logo. And if you go out there right now, there is still a sign over by the waterfall. It's just more modernized. So, like we said before, if you scan the QR code there on the bottom right, that will give you a full map of these then and now features. And here's a look at the way the front gate originally looked, and of course a lot of it is the same. You can see there's the archways. The big piece that's missing current day is the fountain that sits out front. Now, the fountain did make it kind of into the late 2000s, but it unfortunately has been removed. And of course, just recently, at the end of last year, these ticket booths were removed, but you can see here is the opening season look at these ticket booths. I love the original logo there, and of course, you've got your little shade structures and all that stuff. I also like that little information piece there on the left-hand side. That thing is really cool. And we've made our way over into Crack Axle Canyon, and you can see here, next to the Iron Rattler Mercantile, we have this Coca-Cola Freestyle building. Doesn't really look like anything new has happened. And of course, our next then and now poster is of Sundance Theater, which was recently removed to make way for Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger. Now, this outdoor venue was original to the park. This is a more kind of modern picture of it, but it was constructed in 1992 when the park opened. And our next then and now poster is right out front of the exit of Roadrunner Express. This is actually the building for Roadrunner Express. When the park opened, it was known as the Big Time Recording Studio. Now it is where you buy your Roadrunner Express on-ride photos and any other little souvenirs you might want to get in there. So big transformation for that building for sure. And this is probably the thing y'all have been waiting for. This is a look at Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger. You can see that the lift hill is completely constructed. We're just missing maybe one or two more turn pieces up at the top to get us into that first drop. And of course, there are some footers there. You can see the crane, and there are some supports, because the next big thing is going to be installing that first steep drop on this roller coaster. I really love the way the colors pop in the sunshine. And you can see the first piece of the bottom of the drop has been installed, and then they will go back and kind of install the middle pieces. And if you follow us on social media, we have posted on Facebook as we're editing this video they were installing the next piece of this drop, and it'll all kind of just come together in the middle. And you can see we've got another piece over here of Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger waiting to be installed. And as you walk in the streets of Crack Axle Canyon, Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger now peeks up over the building. Definitely a really cool addition to the skyline, and definitely going to take a while to get used to because there's not a lot of roller coasters in this park that are kind of centralized. Most of them are on that outer border of the park along the quarry wall. And here is our next then and now picture, and this is a look at the original Rattler. This is right outside the entrance to Iron Rattler. Of course, several seasons ago, Rattler was turned into the Iron Rattler as an RMC hybrid roller coaster. And I want to know in the comments below, what did you think of the original Rattler? Because that thing used to knock me around, and I definitely love Iron Rattler. It's a lot of fun. The current day Chop 6 was once Whistle Stop Snacks. And this is right outside the Whistle Stop station, kind of next to Daredevil Dive Flying Machines. You can see there, Whistle Stop Snacks. Say that 3 times fast. And here's a look at one of the trains on the Fiesta Texas Railroad. Now this train was part of the opening of the park, but it was retired in 2005. And of course Miss Kitty, which runs on the railroad now, is also an original train to the railroad, and it still runs today. And of course, here is a look at Wagon Wheel, which once sat where Daredevil Dive Flying Machines is, and Wagon Wheel, a Schwarzkopf Enterprise, was actually at Six Flags Over Texas first as Spinnaker. It spent the next part of its life at Fiesta Texas before it was permanently retired a handful of years ago. And we made our way over into Spossburg, and here at Sky Screamer, the lay-down seats have actually stayed. So this was a limited time offer that started at the end of last year, but now you can enjoy the lay-down seats for an upcharge of $6, and you can purchase them at the game here to the left of the entrance. And you can see on Sky Screamer there are 2 harness places where those lay-down harnesses go. And our next stop is over here in DC Universe at the Joker Carnival of Chaos. And of course, prior to the Joker Carnival of Chaos being here, we had the Twister, which was a top spin attraction, and definitely not for the faint of heart. Lots of flipping up and down. Did any of y'all experience the Twister when it was here at Fiesta Texas? And over here also in Spossburg is another then and now photo. This is outside the final drop to Bugs Whitewater Rapids. You can see prior to the log ride being there, this was actually a little boat feature where you could drive around these little remote controlled boats. And there was a little kind of lagoon blue lake monster in there, even though it says friendly monster. I don't know if friendly and monster go together. And of course the sauerkrauts were a big staple of Spossburg in the past, and this was kind of like a German band that would actually play in this section. And it is worth noting that you have one more weekend of Mardi Gras Festival, which also means one more weekend of the Hungen House of Voodoo, which is a haunted walkthrough attraction, and it is free, so make sure you check it out. And we've stopped over in Primo's Pizzeria, kind of at the border of Rockville and DC Universe. Now, this restaurant has been undergoing a huge makeover, and we kind of showed that to you last time. It doesn't look like there are any new menu offerings, even though that was kind of teased before. But the one thing that you can see is that all of the furniture inside of here has been upgraded, and it's pretty nice. Nice wooden chairs, wooden tables. You've got the fun tablecloths that kind of allude to the fact that you are in an Italian restaurant. So I'm definitely excited to see kind of what the next step is. Our next Then and Now piece is right outside of Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster, and this is the Chaos Flat Ride. Now, this actually sat where Wonder Woman Gifts currently is before the carousel was in that location, and Chaos is exactly as it sounds. Lots of flipping, lots of spinning, fun little flat ride that used to exist in the Rockville section. And our next Then and Now series takes a look at Power Surge, which we have some really fun merchandise for right now. But this was a Shoot the Chutes water ride that sat exactly where Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster is. And if you look really closely next time you ride Wonder Woman, you can see part of the trough for Power Surge. And the exit to Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster is actually part of the exit to Power Surge. So two cool little callbacks from Power Surge that still exist in the park. And as we continue in Rockville, here is a look at the Motorama Turnpike Then and Now piece, which we also have some cool merchandise for. And this car ride did exist before Batman the Ride was installed, and it was removed at the end of 2014 to make way for Batman the Ride. And probably the most recent development is a look at the original Poltergeist entrance, which was just recently remodeled and given a huge makeover. So fun that we're even looking at stuff that just recently existed. And we have one more stop to make while we're inside the park, and that's just next to Taz's Tornado, the children's flat ride. And this is a look at Seaside Golf, our final Then and Now piece we're looking at today. And this is actually the only picture of Seaside Golf I've ever seen. This was a miniature golf course that used to exist here on Fiesta Bay Boardwalk, basically where Poltergeist sits now. And as we exit the park, you can see that the perimeter fence around the Whitewater Bay Water Park has also been repainted. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for this visit to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. As you can see, they are wasting no time on Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger, and like we said in the video, the first drop is going in as we edit this video. So make sure to follow us on social media so you can see other updates about that. It's also fun to see all of the Then and Now photos. They go really well with the little mini museums that we showed you last time we were in the park. And there's going to be other things happening around the park as the year goes on. There's going to be a 30th anniversary festival coming up soon that we're actually going to check out. It's the return of Rockin' at Rockville High, and I do believe there's also a food festival, so we're really looking forward to that. If y'all have any questions about Six Flags Fiesta Texas, make sure to check out sfftsource.com. You will find in-depth construction updates, a full history timeline, all kinds of information to help you plan your visit to the park. Of course, you can also ask us down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and we'll see you soon.